Every day, South African businesses spend more just to keep the lights on, the water running, and operations alive. Bolide changes that. A fully integrated utilities platform delivering funded energy, water, connectivity, and AI security, all managed through one seamless solution. Our mission is simple: spend less, live smarter in a greener economy. Through Bolide Concierge, every utility becomes part of one smart ecosystem. Our automated billing and wallet platform enables secure payments and risk-adjusted pricing, while partnerships with major banks expand financial inclusion for SMMEs. Backed by New GX Capital and Energize Ventures, Bolide is earmarking to invest 150 million rand in clean infrastructure and PropTech solution for Alt Capital Partners Reimagine Fund, with plans to deploy 1 billion rand for similar markets, helping businesses spend less while gaining independence. From townships to business parks, Bolide is powering progress through integrated, affordable, and intelligent utilities. Cleaner, fairer, connected, sustainable. In partnership with Fungi Utilities, Herotel Business, SADV, and Vumacam. Bolide, spend less, live smarter for a better tomorrow.
Sorry about that. Hopefully got everybody up and awake. We can start with the presentation. My name is Khudusela Pitje. A accountant by training, but keeps looking at ways to disrupt in the market. So our business, New GX Capital, has been around since 2005. And you can go to the next slide. And these are some of the startups we've been involved in. We usually are the first investor or an early investor of businesses. The most well-known success is Dark Fiber Africa, which Vodacom is currently acquiring in a lengthy Comcom process. We've, from environmental risk management, Shangoni, into IT and Fungi. We started Fungi just before hard lockdown, and our first argument or robust discussion, as they say, was with ShopRite, because our process of billing differed from what was in the market, and we tried to move ShopRite into an FSP accredited wallet. So they told us what they think about that. And we decided the wallet only works for smaller tenants and not national tenants, but Fungi has become quite successful in disrupting the utility management space across energy, water, and gas, and pretty much any revenue collection because of our FSP wallet, accredited wallet, and Bolide. You can go to the next one. And why can we do this? I remember when I was pitching this to the management team, they said, this is a tall ask. How do you integrate connectivity, security, solar, and water into one platform? We actually are an investor in all these businesses I'm going to list. So in the fiber space, we have the largest footprint of fiber in the country. We've passed 1 million homes in townships. So I feel for Kulu and his development team, because I had to intervene quite a bit in township rollouts with the construction mafia and everybody involved. It can be disheartening at times. And we've also, in the secondary city, Herotel is part of the same group. So that's the Herotel business that has helped with the shopping centers, because they're pretty much in secondary and township and rural areas. And Vumacam, as part of the extension of the fiber network, we probably have the largest footprint of cameras in the public space, and Rise looking at high rises. You can go to the next. It's part of our group. Vodacom has joined between ourselves and Remgro. We were the backers of the group. I've got institutional investors behind me. That's from probably December, Vodacom will officially be a 30% shareholder. Next. And this is the footprint that gives you comfort that when we talk AI security, it's not just in the real estate, it goes into the public space as well. So we manage over now 25,000 cameras. So you can imagine if we pick up a frame, we can't say facial recognition. If you pick up a frame in a shopping center, you ping it across 25,000 cameras, which is a powerful tool. And our responsibility, every township we go to, we connect schools for free. This 950th school is a technical college in Soshanguve, where I was raised, and it's an interesting site because that same technical college, our foundation has been supporting it and have assembled an electric car that really is smart and works, and the kids competed in China. So it's actually fantastic what's happening in the townships. Next. Fungi as the billing engine. So this is what allows us to price products differently. So if we in a shopping center and we know the pattern of payments and the type of tenant we're dealing with, as much as a bank or somebody else can't take a 20-year view on a township shopping center, we can, because we know that once Fungi converts the environment into their either wallet, or if it's a national client, we know what they're consuming and what their needs are. So this is the brain to the whole solution. And pretty much from rental, penalties, and any other form of collections you want to make, you can make through our wallet. I think Ben and the team also asked us about the communities, what do we do for them? So we ended up actually building a onboarding platform that 2 banks are seeing as one on Friday, one next week, to see if they can't use it as their solar interface for township home loan customers or anyone in the township looking for solar, and we become their integration partner. Our social community investment, it's the HMPJ Foundation, 8,000 scholars under management. You can go to the next one. We, from soccer academies and tech academies, we've recently partnered with Logi Schools and mainly focus on the township child and the township scholar and making some meaningful impact. Yeah. And at the skills development side, at our head office, Fungi's Network Operating Center is there, and we're training about 100 young people a year. And we're currently fortunate to achieve close to 50% absorption rate. And then Bolide. So I think the first part is how are we doing it? It's because we have the assets. So now we're building the software that takes what you've just seen at the beginning and starting to integrate it in a way that in Q1 next year, we can give the management team access to a dashboard that integrates all their utilities, and ability to also manage. So we're also busy integrating a bot that does load management. So most people think once the solar system is in, that's all you need. But once you start integrating EVs and charging stations, the load spike from there just increases what you're paying at the end, especially in Ekurhuleni. Next. And the concierge is really a stack of services, and we, from an infra point of view, have every stack in there, and from a technology and integration, we'll launch the concierge early next year. And the whole idea is how do we help the management team create a yield for your properties. You'll see even in some of the cases that we've run for Erica, Tempakwezi, and Piet Retief, we can give back some material savings to the management team. This is some of our engineers. I think Welcome is also here. And what we do, we keep the internal team light because we do have an EPC in SPS. We're one of the shareholders of SPS, which focuses on large C&I projects, including partnering with ZZ2 to unlock about 600 megawatts in Limpopo. And we also work with very reputable design engineers, one in the Western Cape and one in Joburg. And we will review that internally. And we're in charge of the supply chain and make sure that the installers are also well managed and also involves BE accreditation as part of the process. And this is just some of our examples of what we've done in the market, including a waste treatment plant that we've taken off grid in Attridgeville. They've actually increased the power to 300 kilowatts and 250 kilowatts, I think, of battery with no grid connection. We've just drilled for water and we're connecting the water, and I'm busy reviewing a proposal to them for the AI security and also connectivity. So this will be in Attridgeville, the biggest sort of site that is off-grid in a township. And there's some of our customers on the Bolide side. Next one. This is just the case studies of some of the portfolios. I think this is Erica and Tempakwezi. And you'll see the next slide in terms of what we're proposing to the team as the yield to the fund or the management company to obtain the difference between the PPA rate and the grid. And some of them are grid arbitrage. So in the Western Cape, it's more grid arbitrage than stability of the grid. And in Piet Retief is you need storage because the grid is quite unstable. But even with storage, you're still getting quite a meaningful savings for the portfolio. Water, we've partnered with Sutreat. It's a well-experienced EPC that built itself from sewage treatment plants and a lot working with the Mulmans and others. And they've developed a concept for the two, for Tempakwezi and Erica, and you can go to the next slide. And where there isn't enough, or it's a retrofit, they use a combination of borehole, rain harvesting, and the grid to balance the water intake. And on day one, we can give the fund a savings of 26% of what they're paying the municipality. And this becomes our water as a service to the property, and we continue to maintain it. And keeping in mind, we are aware of some of the contamination within the areas in terms of the water systems. So we treat the water as well so that it can be used for drinkable water, toilets, and other function. This is the type of rates we're talking about, 66 rands versus 49. Next one. And also the last thing which is important, we're also building resilience on site. So there's no storage in some of the sites, and in that tariff, we actually include building resilience on the site. And Vumacam, it's busy with its pilot. We're waiting for some of the intel in terms of what they found in terms of the security concerns on your sites. Next one. And they've integrated into a retail analytics tool. So in future, we'll be able to tell you about foot traffic foot traffic against Wi-Fi, against any other, so that data will be analyzed and will be available for management to utilize and make decisions. Next one. And this is just our steps way forward of what we're doing both on the water, energy, and security. I think that's the last slide. Yeah, I didn't